Let's talk about how to transfer money from PayPal to your bank account this year. So here's an overview I want you to think about. Now, when you think about transferring money from PayPal account to from your PayPal account to your bank, the thing is that it's not really that complicated. Now, having said that, everything depends on your bank too. Okay, you can transfer money from PayPal to a bank online or via the app, so that's kind of cool. And both processes are straightforward, but going through the app is faster. So if you want to really get your cash a lot faster, you want to really go through the app. Okay, now this is because PayPal has intentionally set up things that way, so they want users to actually go through the app a lot more often. And it's important to know that some banks charge a fee for the transfer. So this is something you want to really ask your bank's customer service first to actually have a clear idea about how much they might charge you. Also, the transfer will be subject to a currency conversion fee if you are sending money abroad. Okay, so that's an important element to think about. I want to first talk to you about how to transfer money from PayPal to your bank online. So what happens here is that if you want to do so, if you want to transfer money from your PayPal account to your bank online, you just need to follow the following steps. So first of all, you want to link your bank account to PayPal. This is really important. Whether you are with Citi, Chase, Huntington Bank, Truist, Fifth Third, or whatever, you need to link your bank account to PayPal. Okay, very important. So you go to your wallet, click on add a card or a bank account, choose a bank account in your wallet, enter your sort code and account number. It could be also your ABA or your routing number, and you want to confirm that you want to confirm your information and click agree and add. Pretty straightforward, okay? But everything starts in your wallet. Then you want to transfer money from PayPal to your bank account. So basically, you go to your wallet, click on transfer money, choose the transfer to your bank option, select the appropriate bank account and click continue. And you want to enter the amount you wish to transfer and click next and confirm everything is correct, and also click transfer now. Don't forget that you have to confirm everything is correct. And so how do you actually transfer a PayPal money to your bank account? Well, using the PayPal app to transfer money to your bank account is really, really fast. The two-step process is quick and easy, so you can make transfers in no time at all. And the cool thing is that once you actually open the PayPal app, you will see things are pretty straightforward. You just want to tap on your PayPal balance, and you want to click on the withdraw money option. So pretty straightforward. Now, a lot of stuff is straightforward, but I want to share with you a few considerations if you actually want to transfer money from PayPal to bank this year. Okay, usually it only takes one business day to transfer money from PayPal to your bank account, though this is not always the case. It depends on your bank. This is important. Going back to what I said a little earlier, you want to have more information about this from your bank. Okay, and so depending on the bank, this process can actually take up to 5 business days. So don't panic if it doesn't show up after the first day. Okay, one thing for sure, if there's an issue with a transfer, it can take up to a week for a bank to notify PayPal, and PayPal will then return the money to your account, so to your PayPal account. Okay, and so can you transfer money from PayPal to your bank account instantly? Basically, yes, there is a possibility to actually do that. Okay, basically, now they are charging you for that though. Okay, there is a catch. This fast money transfer is only available for eligible debit cards or bank accounts. So PayPal's instant transfer allows you to transfer money to your bank account in just minutes. And so this rapid transfer comes at a cost, and this is about 1.5%, 1.5 to 2% with a maximum fee of $15. So this is something to really think about. And the thing is that there are some banks that are eligible for this sort of instant transfer feature. So you have a Bank of America, you have a BNY Mellon, so Bank of New York Mellon. You also have a BB&T. Now BB&T and SunTrust are now part of Truist. So Truist actually is a great player, and they actually are eligible for instant transfer through a PayPal. You have Citibank, you have JP Morgan Chase, you have KeyBank, you have PNC, you have Wells Fargo. So basically the top 10 US banks are actually a part of it. Okay, that's kind of cool. And one thing I want to say also is that you are able to get things done a lot faster if you actually talk to your bank first. Okay, talk to your bank first. let me give you a word of caution here. When we speak about transferring money from PayPal to bank, it's important to really know that sometimes things might not go the way you want things to go, right? Why can't you transfer PayPal money to your bank? So maybe PayPal has detected unusual activity on your account. This could be a possibility, okay? Or your bank account or a debit card is not eligible for transfers, or the information you enter doesn't match what PayPal has on file, or you have a limitation on your PayPal account. So let me talk about some of those. So when I speak about PayPal having detected unusual activity on your account, well, unusual activity on your account could be the reason why you are unable to make a transfer. And in this case, you need to confirm your identity with PayPal. And PayPal will actually, they have something called 2FA or MFA. So two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. So PayPal, as a matter of fact, will ask you, let's say, to complete a security check in which you can choose to respond to a text, a call, or answer your own security questions. Okay. If your bank account or a debit card is not eligible for instant transfer, you have to really understand not all bank accounts and debit cards are eligible for PayPal's instant transfer. So let's say if your bank account is not on the list, then you will need to actually change to one that is. Or if the information you entered doesn't match what your bank has on file, that's also another problem. Okay, so if you need to actually go over the bank information and re-enter the any incorrect details so that you can actually rectify things. And the fourth reason why you can't transfer PayPal money to your bank is that you could have a limitation on your PayPal account, and this could be because of several reasons. So maybe in this instance, what you want to do is you want to solve the issue by heading to the Resolution Center, which will tell you what information is missing from your account. In other words, PayPal is waiting for you to actually complete your profile before they can reinstate or revalidate your account so that they can allow you to actually make transfers. That's an important element to think about. But the thing is that usually those issues are resolved within 24 hours. As long as you provide all the details they want, they should be able to reinstate your account within 24 hours. So when we talk about transferring money from PayPal to bank, there are certain fees that you need to be aware of, okay? And so even though PayPal itself doesn't charge fees for transferring money to your bank, that doesn't mean the transaction will be free, right? There are three types of fees that may be added to a PayPal transaction. So you have electronic fund transfer fees, withdrawal fees, and also cross-border conversion fees. So when we speak about electronic fund transfer fees, that really depends on your bank. So this is what I was just saying a little earlier. You want to see exactly what works for your bank and what doesn't work. So depending on your bank, you may have to pay an electronic fund transfer fee, what they call a EFT fee. So to find out whether this is the case for you, you want to check with your bank. And you also might have withdrawal transfer fees. So this is actually, this, as I said earlier, this is actually up to 1.5% of the amount. So if you are transferring the money to a different currency, there will also be a conversion, like a currency conversion fee applied, okay? And so that's an important element. So the conversion fee can be anywhere from 3% to 5%, up to a maximum of 4.99, so $4.99. So this is actually, those are the standard fees for international transactions. And this fee applies if you are paying by PayPal balance or a bank account. And if you pay by card, the fee will be 5% plus 2.99%. Okay, this is important to think about. And one thing I want to say also is that there's also a fee. Basically, there is the PayPal currency conversion fee, which is between 3 to 4% or such other amount as may be disclosed to you during the transaction. And so this is actually above the base exchange rate for converting what you receive into another currency. And so this is an important element. Now, the thing is that PayPal does have a PayPal fees calculator, which you can use to work out what you have to pay. And this is kind of you want to use that tool even before you actually transfer money. Okay, so fees come into play. Just to summarize things here, fees come into play if you are a seller using PayPal, if you are transferring money abroad, if you are performing an instant transfer, or if you are using a debit card, credit card, or PayPal credit to transfer money to another person in the US. Otherwise, PayPal is free to use if you are buying something from a website or in a store. And PayPal is also free to use if you are sending money to family or friends in the US via a bank account or PayPal balance. So you got to really ask yourself what kind of category you find yourself in, if you want to use the service actually for free, or you are willing to actually pay to use the service. So when we talk about transferring money from PayPal to bank, it's important to understand that PayPal is actually one of the OGs when it comes to money transfers. Okay, whether you send money or receive it, PayPal is one of the most trusted online payment systems in the world. And they've been kicking ass for more than 2 decades. And so basically, PayPal serves as an alternative to traditional paper methods like checks and money orders. And so PayPal is actually based on email addresses, which makes transferring money easy when you think about it. Because what happens here is that the funds are pulled directly from your PayPal balance or a linked bank account. And so the PayPal process is actually based on a person to person transaction between account holders in the system. And both parties must have an account to move money. You cannot receive or transfer money without one. And if your account is verified, there is no minimum, let's say no maximum rather, no maximum amount or a cap on what you can send. So in a single transaction, you may transfer up to a 60,000 US dollars, but might be limited to $10,000 in some cases. So this is an important element to think about. And this is actually due to different currency conversion and exchange rates. And what we love about PayPal is that in the last 3 years, actually last 3 to 4 years, especially during COVID, they have been beefing up their security. So that's kind of cool. So the platform actually offers a 24/7 fraud detection monitoring, and actually will alert you if any suspicious activity takes place. And PayPal also lets you check out faster online with a one-click payment method. So that's kind of cool. And a business can even link their credit card to a PayPal account and still receive all the points, miles, and rewards they would with a normal card. So that's really fantastic. And your PayPal money goes along with, okay? So that's one thing to really think about. So when we talk about transferring money from PayPal to bank this year, it's important to really understand that if you want to really stay away from any charges, whatever, just make sure that you are using your card within the boundaries that I told you a little earlier, right? I mean, one thing for sure, you want to stay away from international transfers. So whether arranging to send or receive money overseas, basically you might actually be paying a lot of cash, especially if you are doing transactions outside of the US dollar. So if you're doing euro, British pound, if you're doing Australian dollar or Canadian dollar, you will actually will pay something, okay? And one thing for sure, if you're willing to get your access to your cash a lot faster, you might want to think about the PayPal Mastercard. And so you can sign up for the PayPal Cash Card. This is not a credit card, and PayPal is not a bank, right? Therefore, the brand itself does not take deposits. When you the way you want to think about PayPal, I want you to think about an exchange between you and another party, with PayPal being the middle, the middleman or the middle entity. You do not receive any interest rates on the card, but the card can actually be used anywhere Mastercard is accepted, and PayPal doesn't actually issue a Visa card, okay? And you can also use the card at an ATM to withdraw your funds immediately. And the limit is usually $300 per transaction with a $3 fee. And daily limits may actually vary by account holder. Remember that this is not PayPal credit. If there are no funds in your account, the card may be declined or pulled from your financial institution, depending on your settings. So this is something to really think about. But long story short, the thing is that when you this is so you have the card, the PayPal Mastercard version, but you also can perform a PayPal wire transfer, right? So all you have to do, as I said earlier, the funds will be deposited straight into your PayPal account or into your business, into your checking account. The process is very simple, very secure, but don't forget the 2FA or MFA process that I spoke about a little earlier, right? So we are speaking about what? The two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, because PayPal has to still validate that you are really the owner of the account. So when we talk about transferring money from PayPal to bank, you have other players in the field. Granted, when money transfers started a couple of years ago, PayPal was the only player in that field, and then you have new players such as Venmo and also Cash App. Okay, so nowadays Cash App and Venmo are actually two of the biggest players in this space when it comes to money transfers. So when we talk about PayPal versus Venmo and Cash App, for instance, while PayPal's international transfer capabilities and wide acceptance at merchants separated from some of its competitors, including Venmo, which is really owned by PayPal, by the way. So Venmo actually is owned by PayPal itself. So, and also you have a Cash App. And when it comes to person-to-person transfers, PayPal offers terms similar to those offered by the other companies, with some exceptions. So let's talk about Cash App first. So you can send at least $4,000 in a single transaction with PayPal. With Cash App, you can send up to $1,000 per month, though you can get a higher limit by providing your full name, date of birth, and the last four digits of your social security number. So unless you complete identification, like if you complete your identity verification, your send limit with Venmo is actually a $299.99 per week. So we're speaking about $300, okay? And in terms of fees, you can pay for free using a debit or a prepaid debit card on Venmo, and Cash App only charges for personal payments made using a credit card. And that credit card fee is 3% for Cash App and Venmo, similar to what PayPal charges for all card funding. And all three companies offer instant transfers of your balance to your bank account. And like PayPal, Venmo charges 1.75 per transaction, and Cash App charges up to 1.75 of the amount transferred. So something to really think about. And in terms of transfer timing, this is an important element to think about also, because moving money from your PayPal account to your bank account can take up to 5 days. So transferring money from your bank to your PayPal account can also take up to 5 business days. And transfers from Cash App and Venmo to your bank account take 1 to 3 days according to the providers. And also, please don't actually confuse PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App to Zelle. Zelle is a service that allows you to make transfers between banks. Okay, it has to be bank accounts, and the banks have to be enrolled in the Zelle network for them to actually work. So you'll be able to send money to someone in the Zelle network. So here are the closing remarks. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about how to transfer money from PayPal to bank. I gave you the overview, the considerations, the caution, the fees, what to know, and now the closing remarks. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.